hopefully we're gonna sell this thing today. What up, guys? So today we're getting ready for our Iron Butt Challenge. It's the Saturday before, so we got 7 days. Today we're gonna do oil changes on the bikes. We both have, I got a 2017 Road Glide Ultra. Simon has a 2018 Road Glide Special. So same motors, same way to change the oil and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and clean them. We're gonna change the oil, run to the Harley shop, get oil and filter, and then we're gonna sit down and plan it out. So stick along for the ride. Well, right now we're gonna drain it and then drive 0.5 miles to the Harley shop and pick up some oil. Here we go. I'll do a little montage for changing oil. Well, yeah, I would pull both of the covers on the pan. You want to pull the middle plug, and you pull this one so it has like a little bit of ventilation. Yeah, it's gonna drain. It'll drain faster than it can suck up on that side. So you pull this plug out. The Harley has this for like 30 bucks. It's a low profile drain pan. But yeah, come up here. Oh man. Boy, scraping. It's either that or 4 times he's dropped it. Hey. What? You got your drain plugs. There you go. To drain the engine oil. Another drain tip is you're gonna come up here, unscrew your old cap, and that'll allow it to have some ventilation to drain a little quicker as well. There you go.
Whoa!
Alright, so this is the first time that we've actually used the bar like I want to use it for bar talk. So this is kind of the trial run of it. But I wanted to sit us down and really go over the ride that we're going to have this upcoming weekend, because I think it's important if you're going to have a lot of miles in a short period of time that you really plan it out. So I'm going to drop a link down to what we're doing. I won't put it in the description. But what it is Iron Butt Association is the association that runs it. You know, they have the certifications and everything. But it's the challenge we're doing right now is called the Saddle Sore 1000. It's 1,000 miles in 24 hours. Everybody just calls it an Iron Butt ride, but it's actually called the Saddle Sore 1000. They have like a Saddle Sore 1,500, I think it's 1,500 miles in 36 hours or something like that.
Saddle Sore Silver, or it's like Saddle Sore Bronze.
I don't know why I'm not just looking this up while I'm at it.
Iron Nut.
Iron Nut Association.
Iron Nut Association.
Don't look that up. Alright. Let's look this up. Iron Butt Association also has a long distance riding tips tab on their main page, which I think is super cool. A lot of the stuff on that tips is the stuff I already do anyway, so I thought it was kind of neat to read through some of those and realize, you know, I'm already planning it like I should. Don't put accessories on right before the ride. Don't use like energy drinks and coffee to do your ride. If you feel like you need that, you need to pull off to the side of the road. So and like figuring out what time we want to leave, what time we're going to show up, or what our route's going to be. I think our route's going to be pretty simple. You've done it before.
Yep.
So
going from Roanoke, Virginia, all the way to Fort Wayne, Indiana, where I'm originally from.
He's gone back to Indiana
twice now.
2 times on his motorcycle. The last time you went, rode around a little bit, and came back home, and it was...
We did over... My wife went with me, and we did over 1,300 miles in a weekend. So my wife was originally going to do this challenge with me, but after that 3-day spring, she chose not to do that.
So they have the Saddle Sore 1000, Bun Burner 1500, National Park Tour Series. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. I'm going to drop a link to the exact page I'm looking at right now. But, so, this is what we need to talk about. Originally, we had talked about leaving at like 3 a.m.
Which I'm still for.
I'm not for. I'll tell you why.
All right, let's hear it.
When I started getting sleepy, I'm sleepy. I think it would be beneficial to leave at like 11 or 10
a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way you're riding in the daytime, then we rest in the dark, then we start off in the dark and then finish the ride in the daytime. So you do most of your riding in the sun, in the sunlight.
Half of it in the daylight.
We say we leave at 12, you get there at 8. You sleep for, we chill, 8 or 9, we chill for a little bit, and then we hop back on the bike, and then we're coming back home by the time, 24 hours is noon. So you got like multiple hours of sunlight. I think you get more sunlight by doing it that way.
So we leave
leaving
noon
at 3 a.m.
on Saturday.
But having the Sennas and talking back and forth, I think you will keep me awake more than just me by myself.
Yeah, I'll trash talk you enough to keep you awake. So if your idea is leave at noon, we get there by 9. So it's usually 8 hours by car. Or if you have a 36-gallon truck like I do, you can get there in 7 because you don't stop for fuel.
7 hours?
I did it in 7 hours one time.
And you're kicking like 80, 90, you said.
No, this is my truck.
So you're
I'm
not
doing 90 miles an hour
in
on my truck. No,
okay.
I'm doing like
speed if we're going
like
a little
70,
bit above
like
the speed
75.
limit and like we take like 5-10 minute stops, what do we get on a tank? About the same as far as gas mileage. I think I get a little bit worse because I have a stage 1 and a little bit more weight on my bike.
Yeah. So the bike says we get 45 miles to the gallon, and we have roughly about 6 gallons per tank.
So by the time your light comes on,
I was in high school and I could still do my math in my head. 45 times 6 is 270 miles. Now we won't get that good gas mileage because we're gonna be flying. I'm just saying we're gonna be doing 80 miles an hour probably on the average, especially on the turnpike and in Ohio.
Okay, we're going toll roads.
Oh yeah, that's the fastest way.
Yeah, so that's the fastest way. The fastest way we're going to go is what Google says. You look up Google Maps. Do you even need a map for it?
I mean, I got the route in my head, but it's just easier to see it. I have it on my phone.
I really wanted to look up a better mount for my phone for this trip. I don't think I'm going to do that. I have a really an Amazon mount that I bought like 2 days before I bought my bike, so I could ride there and back with the phone mount. If you got a good phone mount, throw a comment down there for me.
Our 100 fans that we have, let us know.
This is going to blow up.
Good times.
Yeah, Google Maps.
When I did it twice, the first time I did it, I learned a lot of lessons. First off, even though it's 80 degrees here in Roanoke, Virginia, it drops dramatically in Indiana by the time it's dark and it's October 7th like I did last year.
That's why I wanted to do it in September. I thought we were going to do it in October again.
Well, we were going to do it in July, but life happens and COVID, and
someone buys a house
and 2 puppies. Like, who the heck does that? So, anyways, we finally just made a deal. We're doing it next week.
It was kind of just, this is when we're doing it. We're going to plan it. Let's get it done.
And the wives are okay with it. It's fantastic.
My wife actually wants me to be gone for longer.
So I left 1:30. I'm going to pull this from my memory. I left at 1:30 after eating Chick-fil-A. And I got there about 10 o'clock, 10:30. And one reason why it took so long is because I had to stop and warm up in gas stations and drink a hot cup of coffee because I was so cold. It was 85 degrees in Roanoke, Virginia, and it dropped down to 52 degrees when I hit Ohio, and the sun went down. And all I had was a button-up t-shirt and my leather jacket, which I thought was going to be pretty warm, but I learned real fast that going 85 miles an hour and 52 degree weather, it's like riding or it's just standing out in 30 degree weather. I was cold.
So I think the fastest route we're going to take is what Google Maps says. So our plan is to go from a Sheetz right here.
We'll get a picture at Roanoke Valley.
Yeah. So and then we're gonna ride straight to Fort Wayne, Harley Davidson, and it's 20 minutes to your parents' house.
Yeah. So I have it on my phone right here. You'll see. I almost think what we need to do is this. There's my parents' house and there's the Harley store. So if we go to my parents' house first, it's right there. Then we can swing down and then come back around or cut through Fort Wayne.
How long are we planning on being at your mom and dad's house?
I don't know, enough to just kiss my mom on the cheek at least.
So you're trying to not sleep?
We could sleep. It all depends how the ride goes. If we are okay and we're feeling good, we might as well turn back around and keep going.
Or I can sleep on the side of the road.
I probably could too, honestly. I can sleep anywhere. Or we could try to take an hour or 2 hour nap and ride back. So, in your sense, leave at noon on Saturday, get there by, let's just say 9 o'clock. Let's say 9 hours to give us some time.
Okay.
If we really boogie and we don't stop, we have all our snacks, all we do to stop is to fill up and pee. That's all we do.
I'm planning on having snacks ready. Like, I don't want to go in to the store and have to wait in line.
Oh, yeah. We're not
I
doing
want to,
that.
like, pack some Gatorade and some, like, granola bars or something. I don't want to have to buy anything at the store.
No, we're not going to buy anything. The only time we're going in the stores or to pee. So, fill up time.
I didn't even think about, like, not having dinner.
Well,
Like, this is like, the more I think about it, the more of a challenge it actually is.
Yeah.
Like, when I think about going on a motorcycle ride, there's usually some sort of, like, good food involved.
Yeah. And once we get
so
to
this is
Fort
going
Wayne,
to be, like 20 hours of actual riding, you know? And, where can I stop and get a burger in that time? I'm not. So.
Well, if we leave at noon, we get to my parents at 9 o'clock, my mom can have some dinner ready for us. Because she's a saint. And if we also do it your way, we can't go to the store because Harley Davidson in Fort Wayne will be closed.
I think I can do it leaving at 3 a.m. It was just riding in the daytime was what I was thinking about. Like riding when the sun is up.
But then if we get there at 9,
we could leave at like 8
leave at
in the
midnight
morning.
again. If we leave at midnight, just saying in your course, we would come back. It doesn't get light until 7 now. 7 this time because it wasn't bright until 7 a.m. when I woke up this morning. I don't think we would only half the ride would be through there.
Either way we do it, it's going to be
half and half.
Okay.
So if we were to do it in the summer like we originally planned,
you'd have more time.
We would have way more time in the summer. Now let's look at my original idea. If we were to leave, say 3:30 in the morning, we wake up, I boogie over to Roanoke Valley, Harley, and then the Sheets. We fill up. We leave by 3:30. Maybe Abby can make us some delicious breakfast burritos.
Ooh, breakfast.
While we're filling up, we can chomp on that. So we got a little bit of fuel on us and the bikes. We leave.
Are we gonna have like the girls kiss us off? Like,
you think Dakota and Abby want to be at Sheets at 3:30 in the morning?
I mean.
But anyways, leave at 3:30. We get there by 12:30 at the latest.
9 hours.
9 hours.
And that's adding a whole hour for stopping, which we're going to be quicker than the clock. So I think 8.5 is a good bet.
Yeah, but
if
always
everything goes
plan
to plan.
for the worst.
Yeah.
So we
don't know what weather we're going to be dealing with this weekend.
Yeah, so we may have to stop, put our rain suits on. Which, do you have a rain suit yet?
No.
Go across the street, get yourself a rain suit, man.
Figure it out.
Gotta get a rain suit.
I have some Frog Togs. I've never used them.
Both times I've done this, we got poured on. I got poured on, I should say. I got poured on the first time, coming back.
Hold on.
And then Abby and I got poured on in Charleston, West Virginia for 3 hours. Just gotta show the world you're an alcoholic, man.
It's my last beer. I'm not an alcoholic. It's my last one.
I'm still like right there. I gotta ride home, so I can't be drinking.
I live here.
And if we leave by 3, that still gives us. It gets dark around 8 o'clock. That still gives us 5 hours in the light. And then 3 more hours. We get back around 11 or midnight. It'll be in the dark.
So we got 16 hours and 44 minutes of riding time with 1,021 miles.
Mm-hmm.
That's going from here to your parents.
Yep.
Then to the Harley shop, and then back to here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a pretty good route. Honestly, I think that's good.
Maybe we should just go to the Harley shop first. It's not going to change anything.
1646, and it's 1,022 miles. 1 minute and 1 mile.
17 hours of riding.
Is that a lot? What are you thinking?
I'm just...
That's 7 hours of downtime.
7 hours downtime. So I had 2 more hours to that, 18 hours, so that's...
6 hours of downtime.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
Oh,
9.
5 hours of downtime.
5 hours of downtime.
So 2 hours of stopping, you're thinking.
I was
we're gonna
thinking
have some
that.
time at the dealership.
And in my parents' house, we can eat some food, we can take a shower, we can nap, whatever we want to do. So that's 2 hours. We can even do 3 if we really wanted to. But, and that's, and going to the Harley store.
Yeah.
And getting our t-shirts.
Yeah, I mean, Harley shop definitely. So, the way it works with Iron Butt Association, if you're going to not use someone to verify you doing this, you use receipts. One thing they said was some motorcycles are calibrated differently on their odometers. And so they want to see like a receipt. What you'll do is like take a picture of the receipt you start with. So your starting point is going to be the receipt of you getting gas. That's normally what people do. It could be anything. It could be a receipt of you getting food, but it's got to be a date and a time, and then a picture of your odometer showing what mileage you are at the time. So every place we stop, we're going to need to get a receipt and an odometer reading. Everything's got to match, and mainly because you have to box all this stuff up and then you send it to them. So they want to see.
You send copies, by the way.
Yeah, you send copies, and then you just throw that. You fill this little packet out, and it's gonna be pretty detail oriented. Your date, your time zone, odometer. We're not using GPS odometer. The location and description. So every time we stop, it's going to be location was
Sheets gas station.
Yeah.
Roanoke, Virginia.
This time, and match it to the receipts. But I think as long as you keep good documentation with the receipts and your odometer, you're good to go. So they don't. If there's any kind of question, I think they'll reach out to you. I'm pretty sure I read that, but I don't want them to have to reach out to me. Like, I want this certification. You got to pay for the certification on the back.
Ranges from $40 to $60 depending on how much extra stuff you want.
Yeah, like if you just want the verification and verification only, it's $40. You want the full package, certificate, patch.
Which we're gonna get the full package.
Yeah, I'm getting the full package. The Iron Butt Association plate. I don't know. I just want the plate and the patch and the certificate, and I'm gonna hang it up in the Harley bar.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my garage.
Yes. So, all right. So we want to leave early in the morning.
So we're leaving early.
So it doesn't matter. We're gonna leave early in the morning.
And I really think it would be wise if we don't have any alcohol in our system. So I think we should fast from any kind of beer or alcohol for about 3 days.
What?
I'm just saying. You have an alcohol in your bloodstream, even if you're peeing it out, you're cleaning out your body a little bit. Try to drink as much water as you can, not any like sodas or whatnot. Because then if you really do go and get some soda, it's gonna like wake you up.
So water starting Wednesday.
I would say that's what I'm gonna try and do. Well, I'll probably be tracking my miles also on the Harley app. I'm gonna bring my battery charger because I'll run the Harley app. So I can save that in one of my rides.
Yeah, the challenge this month is 300 miles. So we're gonna knock this one out the park.
Well, my truck's in the shop, so I've been riding around all the last 3 days. So
you've been tracking?
Absolutely not.
Which it doesn't matter. We're planning on knocking it out anyway. So.
We would be pulling in back into Roanoke around 2 in the morning.
I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slam a beer and I'm gonna pass out.
I'll take some Jaeger and we'll finalize that the night before because depending on how we sleep and everything. And I'm gonna shower before I go to bed.
I'm gonna bring 2 changes of clothes or 1 change of clothes. I'm gonna wear what I'm wearing, ride in it. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna change into like some new drawers, some new socks. Let my boots air out for a little bit. Change.
I was saying I was gonna sleep in my clothes like night prior. So I'm gonna shower, put on my pants and shirt.
I should probably shower in the morning.
And then I will literally like wake up and walk out and go. Bike will be already packed. Like you just said, I'm gonna have 1 pair of jeans, extra t-shirt, drawers, socks, and a sweatshirt just in case. Draws. I'm on the style. Draws.
Yeah, we're not gonna pack heavy. I keep a toolkit on me, which like a Harley Davidson toolkit. That's
mediocre.
It'll get you to your battery. One thing we were planning on doing, we both have 2 Sennas. We bought the dual packs, so we're going to charge up both of our Sennas, and then we're going to, because it's going to be a decent amount of riding. I think 1 Senna can do the way there, with the other center can be the
On
way back. Because we're only going to do Bluetooth.
Yeah.
And that way we don't need to worry about charging up the center. I'm going to try to vlog as much as I can. I'm going to vlog our stops as much as I can when I have my GoPro ready. If I'm just doing a little bit of vlogging here and there, I think one GoPro battery will do it. But with my Road Glide Ultra, I have the charging port in the tour pack, and that's going to be charging up my 2 extra batteries. So I think I'm just going to like give little updates here and there as we stop. So
Yeah, I think that'll work.
It's going to be pretty simple.
I will be honest, I'll probably turn off my Cena a couple times. Just
You don't want to listen to me?
well, if I want to listen to music and you're going to listen to music, I mean, we're going to be doing 80 some miles an hour, we're going to be blaring it. So
Earplugs.
I actually never used earplugs.
You didn't?
No.
Did you think you needed it?
Well, we wear full faces. I mean, I will say
I've
I
heard
was
if
kind of
people
like,
like wearing full faces, they want earplugs. So I'm going to bring some earplugs. I'm going to give it a shot. I'll
try that.
keep you updated on that too, to see if it really going to make a difference. I've done 500, 600 mile days, but I haven't done 1,000 miles in 24 hours. Like I've gone like 500 miles to get to where I'm going, and then you chill for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So this will be my longest yet.
It might, because I know that like when you're doing highway speeds for that long, you're definitely like kind of dizzy.
Yeah, it gets you're groggy.
Also, once you hit the Ohio border, you don't have to wear a helmet.
I'm not doing that.
So I'm just saying I might use your tour pack.
Oh.
I'll put on my hat and rag with earplugs.
We'll see how my neck feels. With wearing my GoPro setup, I don't know if it's how heavy my helmet is plus the GoPro, but my neck starts to hurt after a little bit. So I'm just going to do handheld for most of the time. I'm not going to use my GoPro on my helmet. Maybe as we start off, I'll use the GoPro on the helmet, and then from then on, it'll give you some beauty shots here and there of you riding.
Thank you.
We'll hand off.
I could use some of those.
We'll hand off the selfie stick back and forth, and you can get me a little bit. All right, I think we're set. So leaving early in the morning. We know our route. We know what we're bringing. We've changed the oil. We washed our bikes. We've gone over the bikes. We've made sure everything is good to go on them. We are ready to go. So this week we're going to do a little bit of riding because we still have a whole week of work, and so that'll help us out. That makes sure that like when you change the oil, nothing's going wrong with it. Be on the lookout for my next video. It's going to be us actually on the ride. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really wanted to show the importance of planning out a ride.
And discussing that.
Because I mean, just now we had
some wisdom was passed between both of us.
Yeah, I mean, we had a different idea, and then we come up with a conclusion. I think that's important. I had a different idea of what I wanted to do versus what he wanted to do. So I'm wrong. So thanks. All right. Links down in the description to the Iron Bus stuff I've been talking about. I hope you enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for my next video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you should do that and hit the little bell notification icon so you get notified when I upload more videos. So until next time, guys, y'all have a good one. Bye. I think that went really well. I am so stoked for when we actually do Harley bar stuff.
And we get some nice lights in here.
Yeah, because the whole grabbing a beer here and there.
The lag is so funny.